Okay, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, 10 o'clock. It is time for Tuesday Talk. And of course, the voice goes out as soon as we start. So here we are, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is, August 26th, 1 week before Labor Day, big weekend, end of summer, unfortunately, right? So here we are. Hold on, we got to do the go silent over here on this side. Yep, we're there. Good. So, yeah, here we are. And unfortunately, I just got a text from Carson Brown Motorsports, and they are stuck with no internet connection this morning. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be joining us. They have had a pretty eventful summer. I can't wait to talk to those guys. Carson has been racing all over the Midwest in all kinds of disciplines, from late models to super lates to dirt to pavement, ASA, Stars Tour. This kid just is always in a car, and they're doing a phenomenal job with Save 22 on their car and on their hood, and raising the awareness of getting veterans out and having some diversion therapy, and just getting out and seeing what motorsports can do for them. So good luck and continued success to Carson Brown and everybody at the motorsports team over there. Yeah, stay safe during the storm. Sorry you couldn't reach us this morning, but we'll be in touch soon. So thank you for that. Yeah, let's put down some captions, name a few of our sponsors here real quick. There we go. There's my Saturday Java company. Saturday Java coffee. Got it here in my Cluster Fixer mug. We're doing the Jason's blend this morning. Still working on that. Big shout out to Saturday Java company. Thank you for those for that coffee, and thank you for your continued donations to Save 22. They really help us continue our motorsports outreach program. So thank you, Saturday Java company. Make sure you get on there, order a couple pounds of coffee, have it delivered, and support Save 22 Motorsports at the same time. My boy Dave Cryer just texting in. Wanted to pull him on this morning, but he's a little busy. You know how this live stuff goes. I just have to get a little chuckle with these guys right now. And let's see if he can join us in, again, the joys of doing things live. So Saturday Java Coffee, man, thank you very much. Really appreciate your donations, continued support, and I really enjoy the coffee. Been doing about 4 cups a morning. Don't tell my doctor. But hey, we've got that. We want to talk real quick about this other thing we got going on here. See this right down here at the bottom of the screen? IHRA and Save 22 have partnered together for the remaining 2025 season. We are offering free admission to veterans at the IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series events for the remainder of the 2025 series. That's 3 more events, 2 of them in Ohio, 1 at the former National Trail Raceway, which is now known as Dorana Raceway in Hebron, Ohio, September 4th through the 6th. So email us. Where'd it go? No, it's gone. All right, it's right here at the end. See that little thing right there? Motorsports at save22.vet. There it is, motorsports at save22.vet. Email us. Send us proof that you're a veteran, and we will get you 2 free tickets to the IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series in Columbus, September 4th through the 6th. Be there or be square, as Lex and I like to say. Lex June is going to be defending his race win at Milan Dragway, now Dorana Dragway in Milan, Michigan. We went out and took it to him. So, all right, Dave can't join us. No big deal. So, yeah, Lex went out and earned it up there at Milan Raceway a couple weeks ago. We're going to try and defend that down in Columbus next weekend. Sorry, guys. September 4th through the 6th. So if you want to come down, hang out, see what happens behind the scenes, motorsports at save22.vet right there. Email us. We'll shoot you a code. Get yourself 2 free tickets to Hebron Dorado Raceway, formerly National Trail in Columbus, Ohio, September 4th through the 6th. Be there, be square. Come see us. Come hang out. Shake hands with an IHRA drag winner, 67-year-old man who goes 300 miles an hour in his spare time. So pretty cool. What else we got going on? September 6th, I'll be with my buddies out there at Youngstown Air Reserve Station. They are having a family day. So I will be on site to hang out with my old units, a bunch of my old crew dog buddies out there. I want to give a big shout out to Jim Graves, Sam Philippi, Ken Pauley. Oh my gosh, Doug Bernard, Dave Prokop, Sean, all the guys, right? Mike Hughes, Justin Spate, all my flyer buddies. Hey, can't wait to be out there. We're going to have our tent set up. I'll bring a little bit of merch. Y'all can donate, help me out, hang out, share some stories. Maybe I'll figure out a way to do some recording and we'll do some storytelling there for Tuesday Talk later on. So September 6th at Yars, Youngstown Air Reserve Station, family day from around 11 to 4. Look us up. We will be out there. I'm going to give Tuesday Talk right here in the corner. Email us at Tuesday Talk if you have a suggestion for an interview, suggestion for a nonprofit, to share a story you'd like to tell, an impact, whatever you'd like to bring out. Hit me up right there at Tuesday Talk at save22.vet. We are on the hook for one more year, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go ahead and run 25 episodes in 2026. That's our minimum. That's about 2 a month. We're going to get moving forward with our 2026 plans right now. We're making that schedule as we speak. So make sure you hit that, I don't know where it's at, like and subscribe button somewhere on the screen and follow us along, right? Shoot me an email. Tell me how we're doing. Tell me how you're doing. You know what? We're really, really interested in that. That's why we're doing this. Some of you know that I had a podcast before and it was called Straight Talk. It was Johnny Mo Media Straight Talk. And we would talk about my own experiences and bring other veterans on that had similar experiences and wanted to share them and what they're doing now. That's what this is all about, right? Letting people know that you're not alone. The struggling, let's talk. If something's going on, you have no idea what is happening to you. You just don't feel right. You don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be, or everything's a constant battle, or whatever it is for you. Hey, reach out, hit up Tuesday Talk. Let me know what's going on. If you don't know what to say, come to a coffee and conversation. Come to the SAM Center. Come to call up the Veteran Service Commission, right? Look, there's 22,000 nonprofits, veteran nonprofits in the U.S. right now, 22,000, right? There's always something for you to do. The Bolivar Army Navy, big supporter of Save 22 in our motorsports program, right? Come be a member down there. They've got dinners every night, a small kitchen. They have entertainment every couple weeks. They work with the local restaurants around them, so they're not in competition with each other with entertainment and things happening. So, reach out to your VFW, reach out to your American Legion, the DAV, the Vet Center. Man, Ray Williams out at the Vet Center. We had a fantastic time with him. Get yourself involved, get out, make yourself uncomfortable. I know there's going to be a time, right? But if you're battling yourself inside your own home, hey, why don't you step out of that comfort zone for a minute and go try something different? You might be surprised what happens. Let's see what else we got going on here. Mustang Week is next week down in Myrtle Beach area. Darcy Archer is going to be there with her Save 22 Mustang. Albert Wooden and John and Chuck are all going to be there. Save 22 is the courtesy partner, the sponsor for the handicap shuttle. So kudos to Save 22 for doing that. We're going to be getting a lot of one-on-one time, a lot of peer-to-peer discussions, a little bit of diversion therapy, right? Hanging out, looking at cars, talking about stories, sharing our experiences. So look for us down at Mustang Week, Myrtle Beach next week. Big shout out to our golf program, Matt Bertram and Riley Benson. Benson have done a phenomenal job putting together this year's golf outing. It'll be September 8th at the Quarry. That is a Monday. It's the Monday after Labor Day, so keep that in mind. Great job putting this together. They've done it in a short time, about 90 days. They put all this together. And so far, we are at about $20,000 raised. And guys, I want you to know this is huge because this is the first year in I don't know how many years of doing a golf outing that our golf outing will actually be full. We have 18 teams. That's 72 golfers, and raised over $20,000 firsts for all of Save 22 for the entire time that we've been running these things. So kudos to Matt Bertram and Riley Benson. Huge thank you to those guys for what they put on. Huge thanks to the Quarry in East Canton and their the neighborhood over there. They actually did a fundraiser and raised the funds to field at least one, I think it might be two teams from the Quarry neighborhood to support the Save 22 golf outing. So, excuse me, look for us there at the Quarry, September 8th. I think we start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Shotgun start. Should be done around 2. Wrapping up everything by 4. Home by 5. Great day of golf. 72 individuals coming out. Can't thank our sponsors enough. You know what? I think I can thank our sponsors enough. Let me see if I can't find that list of our sponsors here real quick. That's a great idea, John. You probably should have had that going before you signed up for your Tuesday talk this morning, before you started this. But let's just see what happens, and maybe I can pull it up here. 20 teams, not 18 teams, 20 teams, 80 golfers, and over $20,000 raised. Absolutely amazing. Let me see what we got here. Bolivar Storage is going to help us out. They're doing a sponsorship for us. I believe it is the drink cart that they are doing for us. Capper Chiropractic and Wellness will be sponsoring a hole for us. Thank you, Capper Chiropractic. GBS Corporation, man, big supporters of Save 22. Cannot thank them enough. They are going to be sponsoring the Buddy Check sponsor and a team. Really thank you to those guys. Wayne Holmes will be a silver sponsor, I believe is their number. So thank you, Wayne Holmes, and big shout out to my sister-in-law, Sherry. Thanks for putting that one together for us. Let's see where else I can find it. And nope, that would be it that I see right now. Again, I am not the program manager. I do not have access to those types of things, but a lot of local communities helping us out. I believe Sargent Agency down here in Philly is going to help us out too. Mike has been a personal friend of mine for 24 years, 20 something years. He's been my insurance guy. Big help, huge supporter of us. So thank you very much, Mike, down at the Sargent Agency. Let's see, what else do we have going on? You know what? Hilsher Clark, big sponsor, big helper. Sam Center is going to be around. The Veteran Service Commission, man, the Vet Center with Ray, who's the outreach coordinator. Yeah, phenomenal stuff. So that's what's going on. Coming up, let's talk about what has happened. So August 12th was my birthday. We did not have a Tuesday talk that day, and we were down at a luncheon at the Worcester Veteran Service, put on by the Veteran Service Commission. Sunday Porter, thank you, Sunday, for reaching out and having us come down and sit with you during this. It was a group of older veterans, mainly. There was a few of us Gulf War type era veterans. I think I might have been the youngest one in the room. But hey, I got to share about 8 minutes of Save 22 and my story and what we do and why we do it. And got invited back for the next week. And we were at a Veterans Vet Fest is what they call it. So it was a bunch of nonprofits, local nonprofits, the VA services provide provided to and for veterans of the local community and how to help them out. We had some phenomenal talks with a lot of people that ran some great nonprofits. One of them would be AmeriCorps, and our friend Tessa, who is the RSVP program, which is retired seniors volunteer program. So what Tessa does is go out and find these volunteers and nonprofit opportunities. Hey, Diebol, what's up? Hey, buddy. Hey, Albert's on. Maybe Albert can come join me here, and I can have less than I won't have to do this solo conversation stuff. Albert, if you get a minute, man, go ahead and chime up and see if you can't tag in here and we can talk a little bit. I want to talk about your SGB from this past weekend, if you can do it. So where was I? We were talking about Vet Fest. So, and Tessa, there are organizations out there, specifically if you're a veteran. In Ohio, every county has a Veteran Service Commission, right? And from what I'm told, I don't know this for truth, but every county in Ohio has, or I'm sorry, in this nation should have a Veteran Service Commission. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on it. I'm not going to look it up. Go ahead and you guys figure it out. So contact your Veteran Service Commission. There are opportunities. They have assistance. There are programs involved. And I got to sit with a dear friend of mine, Deanna, who really helped me out with, I'll just say it, with my dad and my mom when we were going through the Medicaid and what's that called? End of life care, hospice, Medicare, all that kind of stuff. Deanna was a huge help to me. In fact, I should probably text her real quick and let her know that we are online because she said she wanted to join. So here we are, and we'll get her an opportunity, maybe. I don't know, but we'll put her on there real quick and let her know. So there's plenty of opportunities, plenty of resources available, right? We had several impactful conversations with individuals while we were down there. We met an individual who is a veteran who will help with grants and help you learn how to speak. And when I say learn how to speak, all right, we got our boy, Albert's coming. So let me shoot this over to him real quick. Says he's got some time. I'm not sure where he was this morning. There he is. We'll put that in there. Get him to come up board. Steve Diebel, what's up, brother? Hey, you better be coming over to that golf outing. I didn't see your name. Good morning, Katie. Say hello to my little boy. Hold on a second. Too much happening. My brain's flipping. Baby Ragnar. Say hello to Baby Ragnar for me, Katie. There's Al sitting in his truck.
Hey, what's up?
So tell me, all right, we're going to talk about this real quick because you had an impactful week last week. You got a couple of minutes. Let's talk about this SGP. And it's a ganglion block. It's a nerve block. Like, let's just compare it to a nerve block that you would get in your shoulder or your leg or where an epidural. Let's talk about it that way. It's a nerve block that essentially resets the neurological pathways of your brain. This was you were telling me the other day, and so you've had it. Chuck went, right?
Junior and Shane.
Junior and Shane. Has Tommy done it? Tommy hasn't done it. No. Hacker did it. Hacker did it. Yeah. So we've had about 5 of our friends in our associate group have done these things, and different results for each one, different path. What happened? So tell me about SGB, first of all, and what drove you to the SGB?
So I know Jason had it done about a year ago, and I've watched him and how he's changed.
Before his accident,
right, and changed for the better, right? So let's be clear. His hypervigilance, his on edge, is gone from the Jason I know, right? I won't say gone. It's way, way, way less.
I would say
Right?
physical posture. His physical
Physical
posture
is much better.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
different.
Yes. I would agree. And basically what it is, it's a stellar ganglion block, and it works on the nerves that are up here on each side of your body. And the first shot deals with the sympathetic side or parasympathetic side, the part that keeps all your pain and trauma and all that crap. It keeps it right there, right? So I've had burning in my neck, shoulders, arms, and hands for decades. And it's progressively gotten worse to the point of conversation of surgery, right? That's where all
Right.
this PT and all this stuff's been heading. And legs, of course, I call them jelly legs. They get the jelly legs. They just kind of like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done walking for the day, right? That's kind of been a new thing. So working with PT and going through all this, and that surgery keeps coming up. Surgery keeps coming up. Surgery. Like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, I've seen so many negative things with the surgeries. I don't want to do it anymore. I've had 30 surgeries already. I don't want any more, right? I'm good. And talking to Jamie, and Jamie breaking down and saying, like, you need to go get it done. And to hear her voice, that was it.
The cracking when she explained how Jay was after,
And we just cried. We did. I'm not gonna lie. We just cried. And she was brutally honest with everything. And I went and got it. Talked to Natalie for a minute. Kind of some skepticism of, oh, here we go, another procedure, right?
right.
And
Another
I
miracle
got,
drug. Another
yep.
miracle drug, right?
And I got to tell you, within 10 seconds, maybe less.
Yeah.
The burning in my neck, shoulders, elbows, arms, hands is gone. It's non-existent.
So you and
non-existent.
I want to talk about why, right? Let's talk about the why, right? Or what you went through real quick. It's a room. You come in, you talk with the doc, and I want you. Here's what I want to say. I would like you to describe for us that meeting with the doc when you came in, and he said, "What do you want from this shot?" Right? So
he did. He says, "What is your goal? What is your expectation?" And I told the doc, I said, "Doc, I'm being dead honest. My expectation is 0. Like, I'm not expecting anything other than the procedure, and we'll see what happens, right? I have an open mind.
right.
I'm open to the procedure. I'm open to what may
Right.
happen." So you walk in. It's a nice. I mean, it's an older building, but the office is nice. You walk in, very nice reception people there. They're phenomenal. The nurses are phenomenal. It's a very relaxing environment. It is. The doc's a Navy SEAL. By the way. Yeah, which he's really, I can't say enough about Doc Mulvaney. He is, his bedside manner, his care, his give a shit, there's no other way to say it, is top level care, top level. He's done 8,000 of these procedures. He's had a few things like Jay even had it. Side of your mouth will droop for 4 or 5 hours. The eye drooping is a common thing, and it went away in about 4 hours. So I had the eye droop. We all 4 had it. Not a big deal. Literally, the procedure takes less than 5 minutes total, less than 5 minutes. You spend most of your time sitting in the room and relaxing, right? Letting your body, he called it, in his words, free fall. So in other words, your body and your brain have fought each other for the pain side of it. Your body says no, your brain says yes, your brain says yes, your body says no. And they're fighting. And that's all that's been happening. Right? Plus you throw in all the other things. And your brain does just not get a time to relax. And your brain only knows pain. Your body only knows how to produce chemicals to fight that, and your brain doesn't like it. So I've been fighting that for decades.
Yeah. Well, you had
Right?
you had
So
the attack in, wait, where were you? Not Riyadh. You weren't in Riyadh.
we were in
Dhahran.
Dhahran when the 475th,
Yeah.
475th quartermaster unit
Yeah.
got hit. Was a
And
bad
then
day.
you had,
It was just a, and then there was another F-16 alert
Yeah.
area where we thought we were superheroes and didn't need to get in the bunker, and it got a lot closer than it ever
well,
should
that
have
was
been.
too close.
You know, and that, I'm not going to do that again. Right. So you take two of those, the motorcycle
accident.
you know, I was hit in the head with a piece of steel one time. So there's some
Right.
things that
And that's
stack
what
up,
I
right?
was getting at.
So you
That's
take,
what I was getting at. It's not going to be, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be one singular event, right? It can be the culmination
no,
of just life wearing down on the body.
It could be stressors that you've had in your life. It could be sexual trauma. It could be a car accident. It could be an injury. It can be all of these things. It just does not let your brain and your body work together the way they should. That's
And
all.
let's not say should.
Honestly,
I think we should say could, right? How
Could,
effectively
right,
they
could.
could work together. Because right now, you and I have talked about this a lot in private with people with injuries and the disabled veterans and the things that we dealt with. Your brain has so much capacity, and if you're dealing with this much of that capacity is in fighting pain or how you maneuver, right? Talk to amputees, talk to guys who have been blown up, talk to that. It is a struggle every day because every movement involves some sort of modification to what the body is supposed to be doing, and now you're battling what you have to do. So again, it is a bandwidth, for lack of a better term.
It is. That's
much
that's what I
processing
always say,
capacity
right?
do we have? So this shot,
right? And now you
go ahead.
Yep. And I use the analogy which I've talked about that my doc told me, right? This is how your brain is working. Imagine you're on a 2-lane road and they're working on a bridge. You have to stop. You have to wait in traffic. You have to wait. You have to wait. You have to wait. And eventually you'll get through. It just takes a lot longer and a lot more work to get to the other side of that bridge. Well, when they're done working on that bridge and it went from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane road, and now you don't have to wait.
It's a rush.
And you can just keep right on rolling. It's I don't think I've quit smiling since I've had the shot, to be dead honest.
You and I have talked a couple times since you got back on the radar Thursday or Friday. And I will honestly say your give a factor, while you get passionate, you come right back down to level. Passionate, right back down to level, right? You're getting
and that's yes, and that's the biggest adjustment for me is like I feel it in my stomach, right? Like the bad stuff's getting ready to happen. Like it's just I feel it right there, right? Or I feel the anger starting right there.
Anticipation.
And what I'm finding is I feel it like it starts to come up, and as quick as it's coming up, it just goes away.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Dude, that's phenomenal. I'm happy for you.
Am I sitting in a parking lot face so I can see everything still? Yeah. Do I feel like something bad's gonna happen right now? No, I really don't. I don't.
No.
I'm sitting in the VA parking lot. It's beautiful. The sun's shining. I'm talking to you and sharing a story.
Right.
That's all I'm doing.
Right. And there's nothing. And, we hear from so many people like, I don't have time to do this, or I can't do that, or I can't do that. Well, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Whatever you're telling yourself, you are correct. So if you're telling yourself you don't have the time, you don't have the time. If you're telling yourself you're too hurt, you're right. You're too hurt. Right.
Right. And a lot of it is just the way the body is trying to protect itself. That's all it is. So one side of the shot takes care of all this, the pain, the sympathetic side.
Yep.
It finds a spot where your body had peace, right? It finds that spot, and I can't describe how it does it. It just does it.
We were talking about like a reset, right, with the computer, and what you were describing to me when you first got the shot was almost an overwhelming rush of relaxation. Let's call it that, where you said the shot goes in one side one day, and the next side the next day. One is sympathetic pain or parasitic pain. I can't remember what you called it.
Yeah, sympathetic pain or something to that
Sure.
effect. Yes.
So
that's the
you
side.
kind of you described it as kind of this washing, warm, falling feeling, right? But you're not moving. You're sitting there, and then you get this. It kind of like opens up into a new book, a blank page. Like you don't have any of that weight on you of the things that have happened in the past. You don't have the worry, the concern.
Yep.
You're kind of just this, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like it's all good.
Yep. I had an issue with trying to catch my breath because it was
A rush.
so much, right? It was so much of a rush, and your body's resetting, and like I'm like I can't, like I'm trying to, and I'm using my calming techniques. I'm grounding myself, like I'm trying, and the doc just simply puts his hand right here. He's like, "You're good. You're good. You're free
Yeah.
falling. You're
Yeah.
good. Your body's resetting. You're gonna be okay. It's nothing to worry about. Like you're not in danger." And he was very, very good about talking about everything he was doing and what it was going to do as he's doing the procedure, right? So and you got to remember too, a lot of guys, he's right here. I mean, he's right here. He's in your face, right? A lot of guys don't like that. They don't like people up in their area, right? So he was very good about like, hey, I'm going to move in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to every step of the way, bro. Bless you. And then when we had a chance to get back to the room and like relax that evening, and I can remember telling Chuck, I'm like, I can't move. And he goes, "What do you mean you can't move?" I'm like, I feel like I'm floating in water and I don't want to lose this feeling. And I laid there probably for 20 minutes, just shut down. And it was the most relaxed, peaceful place that I've been in a long
20 years.
Long
20 years, 30 years.
Maybe more.
Yeah, it's hard to think about that, man. Like you've always been on this rush, this run, this I got to go, I got to do,
Yep.
I got to do.
And then, yep. And then he did the other side. I can't remember what he called it. I just can't. But I can tell you when that side happened, I had a massive headache for about 20 minutes, a full-blown migraine, which is normal for me. I get them at least once a week. And it went away fairly quick, right? Which is unusual. And then I got that. It's a feeling. I wish I could find the words because I just come out from talking to my doc in here, and I'm trying to find the words for it, and I can't. It's just, I don't know if it's when we sit and say we don't give a crap about anything, right? I give a crap's gone. I don't know if it's that or if it's just the realization that there could be this type of peace, right?
So what?
This type of settling,
Calmness.
right? This type of calmness.
It says right here, a stellate ganglion blocker, SGB, for PTSD involves injecting a local anesthetic into a nerve cluster in the neck to quiet the brain's fight or flight, right? So as a veteran,
that's the left side.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a veteran first responder, you are you feel as if you're constantly in this fight or flight. And I think that's what we struggle with when we come back, right? That's your reset, right? That's your hey thing. And Dr. Capper from Capper Chiropractic has been my friend for like 15 years. We talked about this when I first got back, how I think I talked with you about this. Your adrenaline has been up and elevated, has been going like this inside your body, up and down, up and down, up and down. And what that does is create in a male, at least in a male, your testosterone doesn't get produced when your adrenaline goes up because you're living on this, not this. So you're doing this all the time, and your testosterone is trying to make it, but it can't, right? It can't because you're being overridden by the adrenaline. And that's where the fight or flight thing comes in. So your adrenaline takes over, and it's this rush. It's this, I have to fight if I'm going to live. And while a lot of us struggle, when we come back, we feel as if everything is, number one, is an emergency. Everything is fight or flight. Everything is a 911. Everything is happening right now in real time. And my life is going to end, or it's going to be a catastrophe immediately if I don't work on this. And holy shit, look what's happening. And that's not the case, right? That's really not the case, right? There's so many things that we think are fight or flight that really aren't. And inside this SGB, they're saying it potentially, I think we just lost him, potentially offering a rapid, long-lasting effect, long-lasting relief from hyperarousal, and the brain's avoidance systems. So it's going to give you a reset from that. I can hear Albert. I can't see him. So this quieting of the fight or flight should, in all essence, give you the time and the opportunity to go ahead and reset that, kind of like a computer reset or a television reset. When you watch how when it shuts down, okay, and then you take about 15 to 30 seconds, and then it boots back up. And typically the glitch that you had beforehand is now gone, right? You don't have that glitch. So yes, Albert, I have muted you and turned off your camera because you were black and I didn't get anything from you. So Albert, thanks for sharing that time with us this morning and talking to us about your SGB block. We will have more information available should anyone wish to talk to you about it. We will get you on and we'll talk about it more in depth when we have time. We may even get the doctor who provided it. And I want to let everyone know too that the VA actually has it in there. Oopsie. I lost it. The VA is saying that it is an option, right? So what I'm seeing here on the VA website is the SGB may be an option for a veteran who you have to be diagnosed with PTSD. Pretty simple. We've all been through some traumatic stuff. You have tried other evidence-based treatments. Oh, here comes Al. Al's back. Al's connected. So I'm just looking at the VA website right now, and we're talking about nope. Nope. Connection's bad down there, Albert. Log out and come back in. The stellate ganglion block, the SGB, is being offered by the VA for veterans. You have to have a couple things. Like I said, you have to be diagnosed with PTSD. You have to have tried some evidence-based PTSD treatment, including therapy, medication, and you haven't seen significant improvement. Are you there? Now, are you clicky? I don't hear the clicky like I hear now. So there's the three things that you have to have from the VA. And I just want to be clear, not every VA facility will have this or offer it. So talk to your VA care provider, talk to your therapy provider. What have you been doing? And talk about this. It might work for you. It might not. I don't know. It's just another option. You know, us at Save 22 are all about, you had a word for it. What'd you call it? Not homeopathic, alternative therapies.
Alternative therapy. Yep.
So all we're talking about here is try something else, right? We're not asking you to, you know, get on this experimental shit and just go get poked and prodded. This guy's done this for over, what'd you say, 8,000 injections?
I think he was over 8,000. Yeah.
Right. There is treatment. There is studies. There are things that have happened. Right? Even the MDMA stuff, right? We're talking about pure MDMA for the treatment of veterans and PTSD. Ivermectin, ibogaine, ayahuasca, medical cannabis, psilocybin. Dude, go try it, right? Please. I'm all for it. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from what your experience. We want to hear from you about what your experiences are and what you've done. I know what works for me. I'll know what works for him. And I'll tell you what we also know. We also know what doesn't work for
Yeah,
us,
true.
right? Because we've tried a lot of stuff, right? So please, if you've done this, if you want to go do it, if you've done the research, if you have a facility or a nonprofit or you have connections, email me Tuesday Talk right there, or even right here down here at safe22.vet, right? Like I said, we're on board for at least one more year, guys. We just made a commitment to 2026. Tuesday Talk's going to be here for at least another year. So, we're looking forward. We want to talk to these people. We want to make more things available, bring out more information. So, thanks to Albert for doing this and sharing his experience about it. Not everybody's going to want to do it. We get it. But if somebody wants to share about it, please do. Right down here.
Yeah,
At the Tuesday.
and if you want information on the SBG and regenerative orthopedic sports medicine in Maryland, where Doc Mulvaney did mine, email us. We can get you in touch with some people that can help, facilitate getting that done. I really don't want to throw their name out because I don't want them to get inundated with a bunch of requests.
Yes. So hit us up, and we'll give you the right information.
Yeah, we'll get you to the right people that can make it happen. I talked to Doc Mulvaney too when we were finishing up the session the second day, and I asked him, I said, why isn't this an option for veterans that have been deployed or have some sexual traumas or have had traumas in the military that weren't combat related, right? Because there's a lot of things that happen that aren't combat related, right? So why isn't this an option for veterans, right? Like, I feel if you've been deployed to and you've seen action or you've experienced something, this should be an option. It should, because I'm telling you, and I cannot stress this enough, 10 seconds the burning was gone, completely gone, non-existent. I haven't had a major headache migraine since I've had the shots.
And you got the shots last Wednesday and Thursday. So we're talking about 6 to 7 days. And
pain levels are down.
Pain levels are down. We get them, right? I mean, that's just, it's part of the way it goes. Sleeping, uncomfortable laying down. You got to find a certain position. Once you get
I am finding myself falling asleep faster, and I'm finding myself staying asleep
longer. Right. Those are the things that we have to discuss, because so many people think everybody else is causing these problems. And when you step back and look, what do we call it? Zoom out. When you zoom out and let's look at the whole thing. If I'm zooming out and I'm looking at my life, the life of John Moser or the life of Albert Wooden, let's look at what you're doing. Are you eating correctly? Are you sleeping correctly? Are you getting enough exercise? Are you stationary? Are you talking to other people? Are you working things out? Is your house clean? Is your laundry done? We have to look at all those things, right? On where you are right now. Right now, where are you in your life, right? And then make the assessment. What are you doing for yourself? That's the big deal. You and I have talked ad nauseum about giving too many F's away to other people outside of our own home. We've talked about big fish, little pond, little fish, big pond. We've talked about all these things. Can you not hear me?
Your headset, I think, is doing that funky thing again. Your headset, maybe.
No, it's... I think it might be you. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to wrap this up. We're at about 45 minutes. I'm going to order some new audio equipment. We might end up on another streaming platform. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to get some new podcasting equipment in line for us. I will tell you this. Next week is September 2nd. It is the Tuesday after Labor Day. We will not be on. My daughter and the Thunderbirds are coming into town with Cleveland. We're going to spend some... Nope, ain't happening. He can't hear me. So we are going to have some time. We will probably be back in about a month, September 16th. So look at safe22.vet. Check out Facebook. Check everything around. We will talk at you later. I don't know. I think Albert went away. I don't know if I'm on. The joys of live. Right, here we are. So check us out. Be on the lookout. Check us out on all the socials. Save 22 Veterans, save22.vet. Tuesday Talk at save22.vet. Shoot us an email. We'll talk at you soon. We got to go. Too many technical issues. See ya.